Hey everyone, welcome to this radio channel, and we're going to I'm going to have a little fun with the famous easy tuning mode from the Tecsun PL-380 that I really enjoy. So I'm going to press a button here. Here we go. Easy tuning mode, for those that don't know, is a basically a scanning of stations, but it scans the international broadcast bands one after the other, and it takes a certain time because of the speed of the scan, but it's going to show up the stations that it received, if you're wondering, does it pick up station while it's scanning, you have the counter right here. It says 001. So as every time that you have a station that is received, this counter will move up by 1. And of course, we're going to check what we can hear right now. It's 2310 UTC, for anybody wondering what time it is. So, and I'm located, of course, in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So we're going to check it out, what the easy tuning mode can give us at 2310 universal time. I think it's going to be interesting to see the different stations. I've been enjoying a little more this mode. You know what? I always find that, you know, scanning on shortwave radio or things like that are often kind of gimmicky. And at the end, what happens is that you just don't receive nothing. Or, you know, it's just boring or not uninteresting. But I gotta say that the easy tuning mode was interesting because of the way that it actually scans. Regular scanning on most shortwave radios simply goes through scanning frequencies, while the easy tuning mode is really there to, well, let's scan the shortwave international broadcasters band and see what stations we can hear. So here you see the counter move to 2, means it found a station, and it's going to move up. And I'm going to do this several times tonight. Now it's 23, like I told you, almost 23:15. What we're going to do is every hour or so at 0100, 0100, 0200, we're going to try it out and see stations, what stations we can hear. Now 2300 hours UTC for North America is one of the quiet times in general for English language broadcasts, but it doesn't mean that there's nothing to listen to. There's a lot of things on shortwave. You know, if you speak more than one language, it's actually also interesting because it's really there to bring you a lot of stations in different languages. You know, I'm happy to speak French also because I have a few more stations than just English language speaking audience. Same would go and be true for you know, Spanish language or any listener that has more than one language. The shortwave is nice for that because, you know, the more languages you speak and understand, mostly understand, the more you have a chance at stations and what you can hear. And of course, I'm going to ID each station, see what it was as it was tuning around the bands on shortwave. So that's going to be interesting also to note what stations I could hear. Now, the radio is located in my living room, not the best place for shortwave listening. I did hook up maybe, I'd say a 15, about, well, let's say 10 feet piece of wire that goes into the window, and so it might improve slightly. Thing is, it might also improve slightly the interference because I'm inside and I'm not in the best place in my home, but hey, we're gonna check it out. So easy tuning mode is a mode that exists on Tecsun receivers. There are a few receivers that have it. And I'm not alone. You know what, we were talking about that a few times on some of the hangouts and videos that I've made, and a lot of people have been enjoying this easy tuning mode on the receivers. They use it and they you know, often check out what stations come through. So we're almost over. We're now at the 16 meter band. It's going to go up to the 13 meter band, 21 megahertz, and that's where we're going to check it out. What stations did it hear? I don't expect to have any much more. If anything shows up right now, it's probably more interference than anything else. But we're at 8 stations from what I see here. So I'm going to check out what are the stations that we are actually receiving right now. And it's going to be interesting to listen to that. on the Tecsun PL-380 receiver. So here it moved up, but I think it's more interference than anything else. I noticed that the 13 meter band had a lot of interference a little earlier. So, what do we hear? So these are interference on the upper right, on upper frequencies. So let's start with the lowest frequency, 7490, WBCQ.
Suck up the additional material from the low density superrandom. So that was the American view of cosmology. And then in Russia, led by Dolgovich, his collaborator, was a completely different view. He said, I need to spend more time on
9475. WTWW in Lebanon, Tennessee. 9965. Very unfortunate, but it's Radio Cairo in English at this time. They have a 1 hour and a half transmission in English in North America. Fortunately, most of the time the audio is almost impossible to hear, but the signal is good. $11,825 is Brother Stair transmission.
Put my attention to open this up. There is no more Moses. There is no more Joshua. There is not yet an appointed king. The reason why God appointed
WWCR from Nashville, Tennessee.
Rejected God, rejected Samuel.
$15,140 is Sultanate of Oman, so this is Arabic and still being heard, showing that the days are longer. $15,140.
Brandon, this is an aside.
WEWN, Catholic Station, 15610.
They've done surveys. When an elderly woman dies first, the mortality rate for the surviving male spouse in a year is dramatically higher. Dramatically. When the man dies first, the mortality rate for the surviving woman is equal to women of that age group.
And then we have 21660 and 21905, which are interference. So this is the first easy tuning mode scan. And look for more videos today where we're going to actually tune more of the international broadcast band using this mode. Hope you enjoyed the videos.